Hey guys, Selena here, and Zion is right here watching videos on the tablet. It is 30 minutes to nap time, and I have no idea what he's going to do. This video is not going to be edited, so let's hope it goes good. This is going to be his 2-year update, and it is a whole month and probably like a week by the time I finally upload it late, but I'm getting it done. So he turned 2 on October 8th. At his doctor's appointment, he was just over 35 inches with shoes on and 30 pounds. He wears shoe size 7 and 8. He can still fit his feet in the 7s without, or those are 7.5 or something. I don't know. But he can still fit his feet in those without socks on, but with socks on, because they're so thick, it's hard to get his feet into those shoes. So yeah, actually, we just got him some rain boots, which he has on his feet, which he actually doesn't even like. He doesn't like these, but oh well. So random thing, but I don't really like Walmart shoes. Walmart shoes run big. We usually go to Payless, and I know like it's okay because he can grow into them, but I don't know. It's just so weird. So like his Walmart 7s, he can still fit into, but I don't know. I just don't feel like they're as accurate as like what we get from Payless, in terms of his shoe size. But these are 7/8, and these we got from Walmart, and he's got like plenty of space to grow in these. Okay, and he wears size 2T and 3T clothing. He can still fit into, like, there's this one pair of 12-month pants that are like they're big for a pair of 12-month pants, but he can fit into them. They just fit like capris on him. And then he can still fit into like 18-month pants because he's got like a small waist, even with cloth diapers on. He could still fit into 18-month. But I usually put 2T on him, and if anybody asks and want to buy him clothes, then we get 3T. 3T pants are too long on him, but they still stay up on his waist, so it's fine. Hold on. Okay. So he is still rear facing. I'm going to keep him rear facing for as long as possible. We don't have like any issues with him rear facing or anything like that. Like he doesn't complain or anything about like wanting to be turned around or whatever. I mean, it's the only way that he knows to be in a car. So it's not something that like he really complains about. Oh, and if my glasses end up crooked in this video, I'm sorry, they're bent. Can't really help that. So I think his car seat goes to 37 inches and 40 pounds. I'm not quite sure, but I just know that he has it maxed out in terms of rear facing. Sleeping through the night. I finally got him sleeping through the night, which is freaking fantastic. He doesn't do it every night, but I think that's because it's too hot. So the way that I got him to start sleeping through the night was I had to turn on the light in the room. It's a lamp, but we have a green bulb in there, so the light isn't as bright as what like a regular light bulb would be. But I also, because we share a room, and that even though it's not as bright, it's still too bright for me, so I put a blanket over top the lamp so it's not so bright so that I can sleep. So a light on in the room and then a light blanket. I think he likes being covered up, but he would get too hot and push the blanket off, and then he would wake up because he was cold. So switching his blanket to a light blanket really helped also in terms of him sleeping through the night. And not with the nightlight thing. Like, I really did not want to put a nightlight in the room, but it helps him sleep at night, so I'm not really gonna complain. Especially since I started working at night. Sometimes I teach classes at night, which I will make another video about later on, but I need him to sleep through the night, so if the light helps, it helps. He is obsessed with trains and cars. I don't know if I talked about this in like a previous update video, but what he would do was he would take like his toys or his blocks and he would line them up in a row, and then he would push them, and if they did not stay together, he would scream. And after a while I got tired of it and bought him a train. So I don't know if you guys have watched my other video. If not, it will be up here. I think it's on this side if I'm right. Otherwise it's this side. But I do gender neutral parenting, so in terms of like toys and stuff, I kind of follow along with like what he likes. So we didn't have any trains in the house before, and we barely had any cars. And like this is his baby. It's a bright pink duck. This is his baby. Um, I follow along with like whatever it is that he likes. So when he was like starting to get into that obsession stage with trains, I just went on ahead and got them for him because I couldn't take the screaming because the toys wouldn't stay in line. But that happened on its own. It wasn't like I was like, "You're a boy, so you gotta play with trains and cars." It was just something that he got interested in on his own. He also likes changing diapers. So I actually want to get him his own Build-A-Bear for Christmas and like have him go in and choose his own. This one is my mom's, but he likes it, so it's just like whatever. Um, but he really really likes like taking clothes off of her. He will try and put a diaper on her. He will try to diaper his other babies. Like he really likes diapering right now. I don't know why. And like changing clothes and stuff like that. Oh, one thing I also didn't mention is imaginative play. He's getting more into that too, especially with his babies and playing with them. He mostly makes them sleep. I guess that's because that's the easiest thing to do. Um, and he feeds them and diapers them, and that's really about it. But he definitely is getting more into the imaginative play. YouTube. He so again to go along with the gender neutral parenting thing, he is starting like usually he watches videos about cars and trains and things of that nature, but recently, like literally in the last few weeks, he started watching things with babies in them, or like baby dolls, and the little girls are playing with the dolls or whatever. He's starting to get more into that. Like he's seen videos before, and in the past he wasn't in. He's gonna go poop behind the couch. He poops behind the couch. That's his pooping spot. Or underneath this table or underneath the dining room table. But so he does when he poops. But he is starting to get more into things with dolls. His favorite movie for the longest time was Trolls. Like he would sit and he would watch the whole movie, not like back to back to back. I tried to only do it like once a day or something, but he would watch it for like so long, and he's never really done that with movies that he's liked in the past. Like he's liked so many different movies, but never for as long as what he did. I think it was like 2 or 3 months. He doesn't really like it that much anymore, or he likes the beginning, but he doesn't sit through the whole movie. But whenever I need to get anything done, put on Trolls, and he sat through the whole thing. It was awesome. I need to find another movie that he likes like that. Every few months I have to switch movies with him. I don't know if it's the same with other kids, but I usually have like 3 or 4 movies that he likes to watch. He doesn't ever really sit through all of them or like the whole movie for any of them, but he will sit and watch the beginning. Um, but he's not like a lot of other kids that will watch it over and over and over again, or that like sit through the whole thing. He gets bored too easy. Copying everything. I'm pretty sure I've said this in like the last few of our updates, but it's I guess every month he gets better at copying things. So he gets better at copying what we say. So you hear it more and more. Like when you say something and then he says it, you're like, oh wait, what? So especially when people are around him now, I have to watch what they say because all it takes is once for him to copy that wrong thing, and he'll keep saying it sometimes. Um, and he's also starting to copy things from movies. So occasionally, like especially with Trolls, in certain parts, he'll start copying like either the song or like certain words because he's watched it so much. He's starting to catch on. Um, so he has a quiet voice. Lie. He has a sometimes quiet voice. When he's frustrated, he will scream really loudly. But when he talks, so like if he's talking on the phone or talking to somebody in person, he talks really softly. My mom says he probably gets that from me because I have a really soft or really quiet voice. So, yeah. I don't know. Hopefully he gets better, but he says, like, he'll say hi really loudly, but then when he says anything else, he says it really softly. He hates asking for help. It takes forever for him to ask, for me to get him to ask for help, but he hates it. He hates asking for help. Like, he won't do the sign for help. He won't say help. He won't say please. Sometimes he hates asking for help. Banana. So, you guys, we've been saying banana wrong this whole time. It is not banana. It's nanama. Okay? It is nanama. Shortened, it's nama. Or at least that's how he says it. It's so cute. Say banana, he goes nanama, nanama, nama, nama. It's the cutest thing ever. He says, he counts to 3, but he doesn't do it right. Instead of saying 1, 2, 3, he says 2, 2, 3. I don't know what it is about 1, but he just never says it. And then sometimes when we're in the car, if I'm stopped at like a red light, he'll go 2, 2, 3, go! And he'll keep doing it until until the light turns green and I go. But it's the cutest thing. He knows his colors. I will link another video up here that I did of him going through all of his colors. He learned his colors from YouTube. At this age, I think 3-word sentences are important. The main 3-word sentence that he says is, where are you? And that's really it. Other than that, he doesn't really say any other 3-word sentences or 2-word sentences. He can. I know he can. He just chooses not to. So it's not really a big deal as long as he can do it, if that makes sense. He doesn't really sign as much anymore. Probably because I don't sign as much anymore. Like, as he starts saying the word, I just stop signing. So I'm working on continuing with signing. There are certain things that he will sign, like COOKIES. He still signs MILK. He signs quite a few different things, but he doesn't sign as much as what he used to anymore. I don't know if you guys can hear him over there. Zion, what are you doing? He is very social. I think I've said it before, but he really likes to like be around other kids and be around people. Like, his dad just visited this past week, and he like warms up to people really quickly. So even though he's met him before, he's still kind of a stranger. But because he's such a people person, it wasn't really an issue. I know a lot of other kids have like that stranger danger with people that they don't really know, even if they've seen them a few times, but not my son. So as he gets older, definitely something that I'm going to work on with him. But right now, I don't really let him out of my sight, so it's fine. He loves to dance and sing. As I said before, like, he's starting to pick up on songs that he's heard a lot. He'll start to say some of the words to them whenever he can. He cannot jump. He can't jump. I don't know why, but well, it's not really a big issue. I don't know. Like, he'll figure out how to jump eventually, but he cannot get both feet up off the ground at the same time right now. But eventually he'll get it. Maybe by the time he's 3. I don't know. He enjoys brushing his teeth. What we do is we brush our teeth together. So he will brush his teeth, I'll brush mine, and then once we finish, I will go back and brush his teeth for him. But because I let him do it, he likes brushing his teeth. He enjoys pretending to be a dog. He will go roof, 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 like all day long, crawl on the floor, all that stuff. And I'll go, hush, doggy. Because when I pretend to be a dog, he says hush. He tells me to hush. So I tell him to hush too. Shoes? He's handing me his shoes. Biting. So he is getting his molars in right now, and because of that, he does tend to bite me sometimes. Whenever he bites me, because like usually he's like hanging on me or whatever. So what I will do is I will like push him off of me. So if we're on the couch, I will put him onto the floor. If we're on the bed, I'll put him onto the floor, and he hates it. He will cry, cry, cry. But it's like really the only way that I can get him to stop biting me. I don't pop or anything like that. And usually, like, after I put him onto the floor, because, like, he wants to be under me, but at the same time, like, the biting is a no. So, I don't know, like, putting him onto the floor, he just, like, goes crazy. And that's, like, how we do with biting. He tends to be a really good listener, even though like I don't pop him or anything. So if I ask him to go put something in the trash, he'll go do it. If I ask him to stop doing something, generally he does it. Sometimes he pretends like he can't hear us, but he really listens most of the time when we tell him to do something. Picky with food. He is super, 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 super picky. Like with what he eats, even stuff that he used to eat before, he barely eats now. He likes to eat COOKIES and chips, macaroni, um, tacos. Like there are a few things that he will eat, but like he's picky now. Like if I have an avocado, he won't eat the avocado, but if I put the avocado on a piece of bread, he'll eat it like that. Like it's still an avocado. Like he won't even eat the bread. He'll just eat the avocado off the bread. I guess as long as he's eating. Um, so coconut milk, we're vegan, and like usually at 1 year you start transitioning or you transition your kid to drinking milk on a regular basis, but he would just never drink it. So I don't know, like one random day a few months ago or like a month ago, I put some in a cup on the table and he drank it. And I was just like, oh, okay. He drinks it now. So occasionally I will give him some in a cup, which is good because obviously he needs it. Um, Height wise, like his height is average, his weight is average, so I'm not really worried about like getting calcium and all of that stuff because he can get that from the other foods that he eats. And then, like I said, his height doesn't really seem to be too much of a problem right now. Allergy test, so this is a big one, and this will be the last thing that I talk about, is his eczema. But over the summer we changed doctors because his other doctor closed down and then he retired. So his other doctor like would not for nothing give him an allergy test. Whenever he eats certain things, his eczema breaks out. So it's like I don't know what's going on. It'd be nice to know, but his doctor did not want to do an allergy test because it's not deadly, I guess. It's not severe enough. His allergies weren't severe enough, so he didn't want to give him an allergy test. We switched to this new doctor, and his second appointment with this new doctor, I mentioned something about it, and the doctor's just like, yeah, okay, fine. If you think he has an allergy, we'll do a test, which is so nice to finally like get this stuff done. So his allergy test that we did, like doing the little pricks on the back, the only thing that came back was a slight allergy to hazelnuts, a slight reaction to hazelnuts, but nothing else came back. But I know for a fact that when he eats certain foods, his eczema breaks out. So I asked the doctor if maybe instead of an allergy, if it's an intolerance. So they sent us to the gastrologist. I think that's what it is. And so right now we're still going through that. He wants us to get blood drawn because he says that will be a better test for allergies than the one on the back. And he also wants a stool sample the next time we go to the doctor. So we will also be getting that done in like a month. So as soon as we get results and stuff on that, I will update you guys. This is what we use for his eczema right now. It's a Vino Baby Eczema Theory Nighttime Balm. This big old thing is $17 and it lasts like a month and a half. And they, if you want to just try it out, they do have like the really small containers for like $3. So it's a lot cheaper. But this really helps. We just put it on him whenever he needs it, usually around when he's going to sleep. And I will update and stuff on his eczema as we know more information. It's really nice to be getting this done because I really feel like I'm going crazy trying to figure out like what it is, because I know when he eats certain things his eczema gets worse. Nuts and soy are the only two things that I know right now, but it could be other things, and it's nice to get like a confirmation on like what is going on versus constantly having to guess. So I'm hoping that that's what we get out of this whole process. So hopefully this process is finished by December or by the end of this year, so that we can say for certain like what it is that's causing his eczema to flare up. I have noticed that when we cut certain foods out, his eczema gets better. Like, it got so much better when we didn't have any soy or nuts for a while, but occasionally soy sneaks in because soy is in so much stuff, and then his eczema gets worse. So, but it's nice that I want like a actual confirmation of what it is. So, if your kid has eczema, then that's maybe something I would try to look into, like especially if you notice if they eat certain things, if the eczema gets worse, I would try to look into that, if that makes sense. Um, but yeah, so that is going to be it. That is everything. This is a long video, and there will be more videos soon. So, until next time. Oh, wait. See, I always mess up on the end part, but you guys never see that because I always edit it out. So now you guys actually get to see like me fudge up the end. But you can watch another one of my videos right here. You can subscribe right here. And until next time, deuces.